Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
I was really young. I was around 3 or 4. And I'm taking you through to my cricket journey detail from the beginning. So I started playing when I was 3 or 4 as a kid who used to love playing gully cricket, as all of us do. So I think that is where I started. And as a professional cricketer, I started when I was 12. I moved to Bangalore especially to play cricket, and my journey has been journey started 15 years back, where I started playing cricket, and things from there have been like a lot of ups and downs. So I think it's really nice. I mean, this guy who's asking continuously to marry me, your name is written in Tamil. Yeah, I don't know who you are. And yeah, I mean, I played for my senior state when I was 12, mainly because I was a good fielder, thanks to my karate background, what I had, which made me a little fearless to dive on the muddy grounds. Back then, we didn't have fully grassed ground to play cricket, so I think that was kind of really interesting at that point. Nobody ever saw a girl throwing herself on the field. I think that is kind of impressed the coaches, and then captain for our state team, Mamta Mevin, who picked me up in the senior squad because I was good in fielding and I was good at taking catches. And thankfully the addition of fielding played an important role in my cricketing career. I think throughout I've been able to play a lot of different matches, even when I was young and I didn't have the power in batting, but I still managed to play cricket because of my fielding. So I think fielding is a very important aspect of the game, and everybody are realizing now. I can't travel, there's lockdown, so things are really difficult to travel. I don't want to take risk and travel and make sure and it is very important for all of us to stay home at this point. Don't take risk, don't put your loved one at risk by traveling outside. When is our next matches? No idea as of now. I think BCCI is trying to ensure some matches for us, but like we said, we cannot even travel interstate. We need to have the quarantine period, and it's not safe considering there's, for a team there should be 15 of them who should come together and practice and do our camps. So waiting and hoping that things go well, and we may be able to get back to practice really soon. I think all-time favorite cricketer, I would say Kevin Peterson. Maybe I was really young and I used to like the way he used to go about things. Practices are not happening at the moment. Bangalore was under a lockdown until yesterday. I've not been able to go to the grounds, but I've made sure that I have a makeshift gym at home with weights and cycle and stuff like that. So I just try and manage to do my fitness morning and evening. That's about it. There's nothing really we can do about playing cricket at this point, but it's really important to stay safe. I think if we go by stats and things, I've batted a lot with Mithali and Harman because we bat around the middle order. This thing I really kind of enjoy both the time. But I think new addition where I've enjoyed batting is when I bat with Shefali. I think it's really amazing to sit and watch her bat, and I had that opportunity to bat with her when I played India A, where I just didn't have to do anything. Just take single and make sure give strike to her so that she just goes around hitting every ball. So it's kind of it's kind of easier for a batsman to get settled in. Well, I think most of the women cricketers, cricketers before me, whoever has been playing, I think they all played for the passion. And we were actually, I was lucky enough that I started around 2005, where I was in the mix of women's cricket getting merged to BCCI, as well as getting the professionalism. But still, there were a lot of I think 90% of them who were so passionate about cricket. It kind of drives you around, and it always looked like, for the love of the game is why you're playing it. And I think that passion still stays in a lot of women's cricketers. It's not about people giving importance or not. It is just about how much we love the game, and we go forward playing it. And fortunately, in the last 3 years, people are watching a lot of women's cricket and things like that. It kind of helps for the fact that we put in a lot of efforts to go and play for the country, and people acknowledging it is really amazing. Well, I think I did follow the match thoroughly, and it kind of was refreshing to watch cricket on TV, especially live cricket on TV. I really enjoyed. I think both the test match were really amazing, for the fact that both the matches lost out on one entire day. It was played in 4 days and still ended up having results. I think that was amazing. And I really don't want to rate Holder or Stokes, because both played their role in each of the wins, and they're doing well for the team. So I think it's just cricket is a winner for me. I don't want to judge between any player. It's a very tempting choice. I don't mind all three. Maybe different matches I get to play with different people. I really would love to learn from them, know their idea, how they approach the game. So it'll be really nice to know from all of them. What eventually went wrong was, as a youngster, 18-year-old, when everything goes right, I felt that I am the best player, and nothing can go wrong with me. That was the biggest mistake I made in my cricketing journey, where I felt that I'm bigger than the game. I think being a young kid, it was bound to happen that the success I had just got me, and I couldn't understand the dynamics later then. And when I realized that this is not how things work, I worked hard on my cricket, and I made my comeback in 2014. 14-15 is where everything started falling in place, where I realized that cricket is the bigger thing, not any individual. So when you start playing as a team person, and when you see that you're not bigger than anything, I think that is when you learn it. It happens in normal general life as well, where you have to acknowledge a lot of things, have gratitude towards a lot of things. You need to appreciate what you have. I speak Kannada, I speak Telugu, I speak English, I speak Hindi. I can speak a little bit of Marathi, I can speak a little bit of Punjabi, I can understand Tamil. I mix up between Tamil and Telugu when I'm speaking, so I would only say that I understand Tamil. But yeah. Now, it's been 3 years for today that we played the finals in Lords in 2017. I think that was clearly about we were not used to of playing in a full stadium, pressure getting to us. A lot of youngsters, I think apart from Mithali and Julan, nobody had even played in a big finals, and a lot of different factors come into picture. And at the last T20 World Cup, I think we were simply outplayed by Australia. They were brilliant on the field that day. It is like we tried everything. It just, things didn't fall in our fall into place for us. I'd say धोनी winning World Cup 2011 because 1983 में तो मैं पैदा नहीं हुई थी तो मैंने देखा नहीं. 2011 पूरा फॉलो किया है तो वो ज़्यादा क्लोज है मेरे को. She did, like I said, when I saw her score that 200 against our team, I was so fascinated. I was taken aback. I was just waiting for an opportunity where I'd get to play. And I think in 2 years' time or 3 years' time, when I made my debut, before we traveled to England, we had this practice games where I happened to be in Mithali's team, and I got to play that crucial partnership, about 30-40 runs, where we had to chase down a target. And I was so awestruck when I was batting with her. I mean, I still remember I went back and I called up my friend saying that who I batted with today. It was Mithali Raj. So that was the kind of influence she had on me. And over the period, I got to play for Indian Railways with her. I played India under her. I think the way she's very professional, which is something which all of us learn, and it's like how she segregates things and does one thing at a time is something which is really amazing, and it's very hard to concentrate like that, but I think she's mastered it. I think Mithali is someone who's very calm on the field. It is like you discuss what you have to do. She's got plans. She's told you what your role is. You go on the field and you have to execute it. And if you're not able to do it, she kind of comes back in the team meeting and discusses about it again. And Harman is someone who's very aggressive on the field, and she's like on the field captain. Like, she's very aggressive. She keeps talking. She keeps telling what you have to do. So there's two different captaincy, like with someone who's very calm and someone who's very aggressive. Both are very good when it comes to their own field. So I think both are doing a fantastic job with their captaincy right now. I think WBBL made me understand that you have to be very independent when you're playing cricket, because the culture difference was so much. It took me almost a month for me to get adjusted to the culture, cricket culture of Australia. And I think it is more about you're to yourself. You have to make your decision on your own. You're not in your comfort zone, like how you would play with the Indian team or your state team. You have a lot of cushion that you know people and everybody knows how you are, so they're always comforting you. But WBBL taught me that you need to comfort yourself. Nobody's going to come and do it for you. I think to be neutral is very important. Not get too excited when you have success, and not get bogged down when you have failure is the most important thing. So if you are able to balance in between is something which everybody has to know. And I think all these top cricketers and people who have been consistently doing well have figured out how to balance their life. WV sir has been very open, and we have a lot of open conversation with the coach, which earlier was a little less. We used to be scared to tell what exactly is going through us, and I think he's made us more aggressive. He's made us approach the game in a very different way, and I think that's a huge plus. Like you would see in the last World Cup itself, we've been very aggressive, and we have a lot of we have a great bonding within the team, and as well as the support staff, was only for the fact that we are open enough to share our things. It was wonderful to have you all watch the session today. I had fun answering your question. ತುಂಬ ತುಂಬ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದು ಇವತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಲೈವ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ. ಹೋಪ್ಫುಲಿ I'll come live sometime soon. Thank you so much. See you. And last message what I have for everybody: stay safe, stay home, don't go out. if it is not important. It is important that you make sure that you are safe and you keep your family safe as well. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮನೇಲೇ ಇರಿ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಆಚೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಡಿ. ಮನೇಲೇ ಸೇಫ್ ಆಗಿರಿ. ಸ್ಟೇ ಸೇಫ್. ಬಾಯ್, ಸಿ ಯು.